So guys, this is the heartbreaking part. It says that thank you for your interest in the army. We are sorry to let you know that your application has been unsuccessful. This is because so I took the bold step today and applied to the UK Army, because in 2022 I made a video on how to join the UK Army, and as at that time they were saying that too many people were applying to the jobs and therefore they had put a hold on applications from Commonwealth countries. But today I was having a conversation with a friend and he told me that his friend was able to get in. So I was like, did they use this Commonwealth route or did they use a different kind of route? So let me apply and see if I'll get through. Overall, the application was quite simple. There were a bit of hiccups with the information that they wanted from me, that I thought they wanted a different kind of information. So I had to go back, refill, and go back and refill. But I'll save you the hassle, okay? That is why you should watch this video, so that once they reopen applications, you can go through it smoothly, because you've watched my video and you know not to make these mistakes that I made. Oh, by the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please click below to subscribe and ring the notification bell. So without much ado, grab your laptop and let's get into the application. Let's go. So what you want to do is go to your web browser, anyone you use at all, and then type in this web link, okay, and then search for it. It will take you to this portal. You can either accept or decline cookies, and then because we don't already have an account, we are going to register. So go to register now. So it brings you here. You have to check your eligibility to register. So you have to choose whether you are older than 18 years or not. So I'll select 18 or over, and then I'll click start now. So it brings you to this page where you have to provide your details, okay? Your name, your date of birth, your gender, your email address. So please open your eyes and fill in these parts. I'm just going to quickly do that so that we don't waste time. And you're also going to have to put in your telephone number, because you can choose whether you want to confirm your details via the text message or email address, so whichever one. Make sure you choose a good password so that you don't forget to, because you use this password to log back in. Also, a security question, you can go through and choose any one of your choice. I chose to choose this one. And are you currently living in the UK? I'm assuming no. For the benefit of those of you that are not living in the UK, go ahead and accept the privacy policy. And then once this is done, go to your email address and click on the link to confirm. Then come back in, log in with the password and your email. They'll also send you a number in your email. So with that number, once you are logged in like this, you type that number into the portal, the OTP. Okay, they give you 15 minutes. Type that number in and then you are fully registered. This is before you can begin your application. If you don't do this, you cannot start your application. So it brings you to this page where they say, welcome Mhercie, thank you for registering. So there are 6 steps over here. Okay, we are starting at 1, which is eligibility check. So we click on start eligibility check. So once we move to the next page, choose whether or not you are British and then choose your religion. The next page is nationality and residency. This is where you choose where you live and put in your address. So where do you currently live? We live overseas because we are not living in the UK. And then we are going to go ahead and put in our address. That is the address of where we are living in Ghana, not any UK address, where you currently live. Do you hold Irish, Commonwealth or other nationality? Yes, we hold a Commonwealth nationality. So we select our nationality, which is Ghanaian, Nigeria, whichever Commonwealth country you are coming from. So which passport will you use to enter into the UK? I'm going to say my Ghanaian passport. Date of entry. Over here, I only just put a random number there, but maybe you that you're going to apply, maybe you already have a sponsor, okay? Someone already here as a main applicant. You're going to come as the person's dependent. You would certainly know when you want to enter into the UK, so you put that date of entry over there. This tells me is that you must have some form of visa before you can even finish this application, because they'll need you to enter your visa details. So I went ahead and just chose that I hold the tier 2 visa holder, that's the dependent visa, and I put random numbers there and the date it was issued and expiry date. And have you been a resident in the UK on a continuous basis for the last 5 years, ignoring periods of over 28 days? No, I haven't, so I chose no. Please enter the details of all countries you have lived in covering the last 5 years. So I've lived in Ghana, so I went ahead and put in some random details over there covering 5 years. If you've lived in other countries, then you go ahead and put in those details as well. Okay, it's very easy. After that, you save and then you continue. So the next page is overseas military or government service. So are you required to complete a period of military or government service in your home country? So in Ghana, we don't do that. We just do our national service and that is it. But in Nigeria, I think they go for NYSC. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but we don't do that. So I chose no for these parts. Are you currently serving in military? No. But if you're currently serving in the military, then go ahead and choose yes. Have you served in the military in another country? No. So I'll save this and continue. So it brings me to the sponsorship page. It says the sponsor should be in the UK legally and be able to provide you with accommodation during your stay in the UK. Your sponsor will be contacted to confirm that they are willing to sponsor you. You also have to give us a copy of your sponsor's passport and utility bills. Okay, do you have a sponsor in the UK? I chose no, but then I was like, let me choose yes and see what they are going to ask for. So I'm going to click on yes. So once you click on yes, they're going to ask you for the name of your sponsor, the address of your sponsor, their email address and telephone number. So let me just go ahead and put in my own details over there. And then yes, submit my form. By the way, if you choose no, it's not going to allow you go on, because a very important part of this application is that you have someone with whom you are going to stay with in the UK. So the next page is about your education. So they're going to ask you all these questions about your education, English and maths and all that. So you can pause this part. But also another thing is that they'll ask you to select roles you are interested in, and it's optional. So maybe once you are admitted or once you get the offer, what roles are you interested in having? So I chose allied healthcare professional, okay, medics, which are including doctors, nurses and pharmacists. So I can be a soldier at the same time, be a nurse or a doctor. So down here they're going to ask you about your British military service. Have you worked with the British military service before? If you have, you click yes and go on and put in the details of what you've done for the British military service. If you've not done it, just say no and then submit your form. So the next page, you choose what kind of soldier you want to be, whether a regular soldier, registered nurse or musician. So if you're a musician, you can become a soldier. Regular soldier, professionally qualified. So go through and choose the option that you want. Okay, I chose to go with soldier, registered nurse or musician, and then start application. Finally. So finally started our application, and we are going ahead to indicate that we are not in the UK. We have put in our Ghanaian address as well. Can we use this address to send you communications about your application? Yes. Then you're going to go ahead and put in your telephone number. Any number at all that you want to be contacted on, you can put it there. Then you put in your email as well, and then you go ahead and describe your current job. So these are your current job that you are doing, or if you are registered to a professional body, put in all those details there. Okay, and then the next would be your education and qualifications. Okay, please just go ahead and keep answering the questions as they ask, but open your eyes. One thing to note under education and qualification is that they want two schools, your senior high school and your university education, and they want what grades you had in both of these schools. So put in your senior high school, go through and select WASI, and then select each subject that you did and then the score that you got. After that, you move on to the university one, whatever you studied and the grade that you got. Okay, and then you proceed. So I've just fast forwarded everything, and like I said, to save us time. Okay, but you can pause the video to go through or download it to watch later on. Another question they are going to ask you is positions of responsibility. Have you held or were you involved in education, sports, youth organization, or hobbies? This is your opportunity to talk about it. Once you finish that, then you go ahead and click on your declaration, okay, and then go ahead and select your ethnicity. Then you submit the form. So once I finished putting in all my details, it brought me here. It says, thank you for submitting your application. Return to your dashboard to see what's next. So I went to my dashboard. So when I returned to my dashboard, this is what they were saying, that they will ask me more questions, including my medical history, and they will communicate to me on this dashboard, and I will receive personal support from my recruiter at my local Army Career Center. Okay, so I went ahead and looked at the right hand side of this, and I saw that I failed basic eligibility. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and print the application and see if we are going to be able to print it. So you see that when I click on print application, all of the information that I put on there came up. Okay, so you can print it off if you want. So now let's go and look at my messages, the heartbreaking part. So when I went to my messages, it listed all the things. It says online medical questionnaire. So this is the questions they said they were going to ask me. So me ignoring me failing basic eligibility, let's go ahead and answer the medical questions. Okay, so click here to answer. So honesty declaration, this is to say that whatever answer I'm going to give is honest and it's true. So once I've read through, I'm going to click on start questions. Has a doctor ever diagnosed you of having any of these? Schizophrenia, alcoholism, kidney or bladder stones, anorexia nervosa, or diabetes? Answer as it applies. Okay, and you can pause if I'm too quick for you. Just pause the video and read through. Are you currently taking medication for any of the following: epilepsy or asthma? No, none of the above. Continue. Has a doctor ever prescribed you any of the following? Nope. Continue. Have you ever had a treatment for a ruptured, repaired, or reconstructed anterior or posterior ligament? No. So if you've hurt yourself in the past, Have you ever attempted intentional or deliberate self-harm or 2 or more separate episodes? No. Have you ever made an attempt to end your life? No. So yes, these are a summary of all of the questions that I've answered. So we are going to go back to the dashboard. So guys, what does these questions tell you? So I came back here and my application had been made inactive. Of course, I knew it was going to happen because they said that I hadn't met the basic eligibility criteria. So I tried to go into the criminal convictions part to see whether I'll be able to see the questions over there, but it says that link has expired. So if you fill one part, they're not going to let you proceed to the rest of the application. But I've just been going through just to see a message. So I clicked, I tried again, link has expired. So this is where my application ended, unfortunately. So I clicked on my application to see whether or not, because anything you want, all information are on this dashboard. Okay, so if you've gotten in, it will show on this dashboard. So guys, this is the heartbreaking part. It says that thank you for your interest in the army. We are sorry to let you know that your application has been unsuccessful. This is because Commonwealth, no current vacancies. So because I'm applying for my Commonwealth country, even if you've got a visa, no vacancies available. We hope you can find a different career. The following UK website contain help to get you on your way to finding something that matches your skills and interests. So yes guys, it's true, they are not employing from Commonwealth countries. Yes, so in order for you to get in, you must be living here, because remember, although I chose dependent visa, the visa number and visa stamp and all those things were all wrong. They were just random numbers. So I understand if they say that I do not qualify. So this is what we were waiting to confirm, and we've confirmed it. They are not recruiting from Commonwealth countries, unfortunately.